Hi, welcome to another Jen Stampin' for Fun Watch It Wednesday video. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute box, and there's actually a little surprise when you open it up. There you go. It's almost like a little Jack in the Box inside, and this would be perfect as a little congratulations card for graduation. There's space down here to write a message. So let's dive in and let me show you kind of the key things you need to know to make this cute little Jack in the Box card. Okay, so first what we need is these mini treat boxes, and you get 25 in a package. They're called tiny treat boxes. Okay, and then we'll just use some of the gold foil paper. I love our Fast Fuse adhesive because it is super sticky, and you can just run it along the paper and we'll just stick it onto the box. Okay, so we'll just kind of put it around the middle here. And if it's not perfectly lined up, that's okay. My motto is, well, it's handmade, so that's okay if it's not perfect. It actually proves that it's handmade. Okay, so then I open up the box, and these boxes, all you have to do, they're so easy to assemble. You just remember the part with the cutout is the part that you fold down first, and then the side flaps, and then this last flap will tuck into that cutout. Okay, so that is basically the box. Everything is pre-scored, so it's really easy to fold it. And then you can dress it up any way you like, but the way that I've done it is I put a little woohoo at the top, and I'm just using the stamp set called Bravo. It's a photopolymer stamp set, and we're just going to use the woohoo sentiment, and I'm just going to use the Cherry Cobbler ink. So that'll be super easy. We'll just ink it up and grab our Whisper white paper. Nothing like that to do some perfect stamping. The finish on it is great. Of course, this really inky stuff gets on our paper, but that looks great. And we'll punch it out with our 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Just slip that in there, center it, pop it out. Perfect. And then I've already pre-punched our gold foil paper. Okay, and we'll just stick that on. I find with the Fast Fuse it just sticks extra well, so that's perfect. And we'll stick it on top of our box. Easy. And then if we want to decorate it a little more, I've also punched out some bitty butterflies. There's actually a punch, I forgot to bring it next to me here, but there's a little punch that punches out these tiny little butterflies. I thought it would go nicely with our gold vellum and our gold foil paper, so we can put that up there. Look, that's cute already. We can put some on the front end like I did here. Okay, so you can just do whatever you want to decorate it. Now let's dive into the inside part. I'll give you the measurements. What I did was I just cut a piece of our Whisper white paper. The measurement is 10 1/4 inches by 2 inches. It's really just a tiny bit shy of 2 inches, and that's so that I can stick it into our scallop tag topper punch. Okay, and what I did is I actually, before I stuck it into the punch, I scored it. I don't know if you can see the score lines there. There, maybe you can kind of see it a little bit. Okay, so what I did is I scored it starting from the edge. This first score line is at 1 1/2 inches. Okay, so the first score line is 1 1/2 inches, and then from this score line to the next score line here is 1 3/4 inches, and then it just continues at 1 3/4 inches all the way until the end. Okay, so it's just the first part that's a little shorter at 1 1/2 inches. And then I just pop that shorter side into the scallop tag topper punch and give it a little punch. Okay, easy. It's a great way to make bookmarks as well. But since I've scored it, before I fold on the score lines, I am going to stamp it. And I'm going to use, again, another sentiment from the Bravo stamp set, that big congratulations. And I'll ink it up with Versamark. Our Versamark ink is right here. Mine probably looks a little dirty. It's not exactly brand new anymore. In case you haven't guessed, I do a lot of stamping. Keeps me sane. Everybody needs a little stamping therapy, and I figure it's cheaper than psychotherapy, so we're all good. Okay, once you've inked it up with Versamark, you're just going to press down. And I find with our photopolymer stamps, you want to give it a very firm pressure all around, especially with a large stamp like this. Okay, and especially because we have the score lines, we just want to give a firm pressure. Now, you're not going to see too much because Versamark is a clear, sticky kind of ink. And the reason why we want it sticky is so that we can pour our great embossing powder on it. And what I normally do when I'm using embossing powder is, oh, I forgot the crucial step. I forgot using my embossing buddy. So let's pretend I rubbed with the embossing buddy first and then stamped it. And then I'm going to pour the gold embossing powder on top. Now the reason why I put another mat down is because I've already folded it, and that's so that it can act as a funnel so that I can save as much of this embossing powder and pour it back into the jar when I'm done. So there we go. Funnel this back in. There we go. See, that makes your embossing powder last a really long time, and it's great that way. Okay, and then once we've poured the gold embossing powder on, this is what it looks like. Looks kind of flat and brown, but then you use our heat tool, plug it in, and you're going to heat it up. And then, so I didn't really heat it up because that would be too boring for you to watch me to heat it up. So here's the finished one. See that shine there? There you go. Okay, so that's all done. And once you've heated it up and embossed it in gold, what you can do is put a little bit of the sticky strip down at the bottom. Sometimes you might want to grab your box and just check which way you want it going in, because you don't want to make a mistake putting it this way. Then when people open it, they're not going to see anything. You got to make sure it's going this way and in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our sticky strip here. And sticky strip is also a very, very strong adhesive. So I'm just going to put a piece down here and just peel off this backing. Sometimes the hardest thing about using the sticky strip is peeling off the backing. Okay, and then we're just going to stick it into our box, slide it in there, and press firmly at the bottom so the sticky strip goes right in. And then you fold along the score lines. There you go. And then just to match with the cherry cobbler sentiment we've got up here, I am going to use some of our cherry cobbler ribbon. This is our cherry cobbler seam binding. It's soft and the perfect color. We'll just take a bit of that. And I love our scallop tag topper punch because it already has a hole. We'll just stick that in right there. And then we'll use some of our, I've got a bit of a gold theme, so I'm going to use our gold 1/8 inch ribbon and take a little piece of that. And then we can just tie it around. Okay, so this does seem a little bit fussy sometimes, tying that little knot, but I just thought it just tied the gold theme together and just looked kind of cute. Hopefully I can get it there. Cute. Okay, so there we go. There's our little Jack-in-the-Box card and greeting. It would be perfect even as a wedding card, I suppose. Okay, so that's how easy it is. If you want to purchase any supplies, make sure you go to my website, www.genevieve.stampinup.net, and also go into the description box in YouTube and you can click on the link to my website. Also, there'll be a clickable link to my blog, and then you can sign up and let me know. Just email me and let me know that you are interested in receiving my newsletters, because I always have different Jen Stampin' for Fun specials just for my newsletter people. Okay, so I think that's it. Feel free to contact me anytime, and have a great day. Thanks for watching another Watch It Wednesday video. Bye for now.